Well, it's a Tuesday morning, and I'm heading out to a desert location that I'm familiar with. It's starting to cool off a little bit now that it's about mid-September. And so I thought I'd just go out and just do a little bit of shooting. I always carry a handgun with me every time I ride, every place I go. But today, I'm carrying a handgun and my AR-15 pistol. So when I go to the desert, I usually like to take my steel targets because it stops the bullets pretty well, and I don't leave any mess. I always pick up my targets and even my brass. So here we go, freeway, early Tuesday morning, the sun at my back. Don't see anybody, so shooting my car K9 Elite. Not a cheap handgun. It's all stainless steel. I haven't shot in a long time. Well, at least I'm hitting the target most of the time. I am way out of practice. I just don't shoot as much as I used to. pretty much called it just right as I was packing up to leave. Yeah, somebody rolled up. Looks like a old guy and a kid. So they parked down the way a little ways, so I did what I came to do. One thing that I know for sure is I need more practice with my handguns. I did pick up all my brass, and I picked up my targets, which is more than I could say for a lot of the people. Been riding for just over a year. It won't be my last. This works out pretty good. As long as you just kind of take it easy on the gravel roads. I've not felt that it's unsafe at all. Just a quick little review of my Rock River Arms LAR 15. It is a 10.5 inch. It's a pistol, and although this looks like a stock, this is a cheek rest, and the AR-15 platform has to have this buffer tube. So this is I forget where I got this from, but I'll see if I can post it. There's a lot of different options. A lot of people will put a foam pad, which is what I had when I first got the gun. And it's the one nice thing I like about it. It's got the quick disconnects, and also I have quick disconnects on my Midwest Industries drop-in rail. This is not a full float, but it is a gas piston. When I got it, it was not. I picked it up when I was working at AZ Firearms, and got a pretty smoking deal on it. You know, $600. They're typically around $9 when you get them brand new, but this was a used gun. And so then I put a few things into it. I changed the furniture to the Magpul, the grip, and I got a piece of rubber around it, and it had just the standard plastic handguard, but I changed it to the Midwest Industries. I don't like the quad rail because it makes it a lot thicker, and so I got this one. So it's modular, so I can attach pieces of rail as needed, and so I don't need anything on here. And it came with this block here, so I put in a Midwest Industries front sight flip down, and I run the flip downs most of the time just because I like to run a red dot. Red dot is just a little bit faster for me, I found. And this is a Vortex Spark 2. Found it on Midway USA or Amazon, not sure which one. But it's only about $200. It's as good as any $500 red dot that I've found out there, and I've been pretty happy with it. I do put it on a quick release mount, so I can take it off. And so if I need to take it off, I have my flip up sights,
Now I have angled foregrip. Now on a pistol, if you put a vertical foregrip, then it changes it into an AOW, any other weapon. But the angled foregrip is okay for per the ATF. Also put in a light, so I could do what I need to do because it is a pistol. This gun did come with a standard A2 flash hider. Well, this is a Troy Industries, what they call a Claymore. And what it does, you see, it doesn't have any exits out here. It doesn't have any openings on the side, so it's designed for a pistol to help to direct more of the sound and the gas pressure towards the front. And you can see it's just a hole with a few other vents. It doesn't make it any quieter. It's not any kind of a suppressor or nothing, but it really does help to direct the sound out away from the shooter and away from other shooters who might be off to the side. And so what else did I do to it? I did rework the trigger a little bit, and by rework, the only thing that I did, I put lighter springs in it, and I did install the K&S anti-walk pin. And do I need that? No, not really. I mean, it was designed for M16s that would run and sustain full auto fire, because they found that the pins were rolling and wearing on the receiver. I definitely don't do any kind of full auto. This is just a semi-auto pistol. And as I said, it was a gas piston. The gas piston, I don't know if the camera will really pick it up, but you can kind of see part of it right there. This was actually made by Bushmaster. I had it on a gun, on another gun that I sold. The gun that I sold, I put it back to direct impingement before I sold it, and I took this back off and put it on. This is about a $400 option, so it adds another about a $400 to it. So let's see, I got about 6 for the gun, 2 for the red dot, 2 for the rail, about $250 for the light. So yeah, I mean, by the time you're all done with a gas piston AR, whether it be a pistol or a rifle, you're going to be around the $1,500 mark. Yeah, I mean, they're not cheap, but it can do what I want to do. I carried it on the motorcycle for the first time today, took it out to the desert, shot it a little bit, and actually it actually did pretty well. Okay, initially I just started out here. I was at right about 50 yards, and most of my rounds were right here in the center here, and just kind of screwing around. And these were 3-round groups. And like I said, using my motorcycle as a bench rest, and 3 rounds there, and that's definitely the gun shoots better than I shoot. I was really just kind of screwing around, just wanted to run out and just kind of enjoy the little bit cooler weather before it got hot. But I have shot a steel target at 300 yards with this, and that was prone and using a 30-round magazine as kind of a monopod laying down. And I thought, well, I'll just see how it goes. And first shot, it was a hit. I just laughed out loud. I couldn't believe it. Being a 10.5-inch barrel. For a pistol, it shoots pretty damn good. It's 8 pounds though. It's got a heavy barrel. I don't think this is what's known as a bull barrel, but it's definitely a heavy, kind of a heavy barrel. It makes the gun kind of heavy. I'd considered changing it to a lighter profile barrel, but it would make the gun a little bit lighter. But that's not something that I'm going to really carry too much. I can carry it. I put a sling on it and carry it around. I have carried it when I'm out hiking in the mountains. But anyways, yeah, Rock River Arms is not mil spec, but I've had this for about a year now, and I've been really, really happy with it. It's a very well performing gun, and I would have no problem running a Rock River, any AR platform. Rock River Arms is definitely something worthwhile. Next one I'm just going to talk about a little bit here. I've had this one for about 3 years. This is a Kahr K9 Elite, and it's a very high quality gun. It is loaded. I'm not going to unload it. I'm going to clean it. I did take it out to the desert and shoot it a little bit. And I do run it. This is the rig that I normally carried in. It's actually, it was a 1911 holster. It's a Galco Summer Light. And you can see, obviously, I've carried it quite a bit. It's getting some patina on it. I carry this one on my mountain bike and on my motorcycle because it just slips over. And once you get it adjusted right, it carries the gun really, really well. And it does carry the gun in a horizontal position, so the barrel is pointing straight back, but you've got a cover guard on it, and I don't think I've had anybody notice that I was carrying a gun. So it's kind of nice to have it up off the waist, especially for being on the bike. It works out pretty well. The Kahr is not a cheap gun. Retail, these are around $800 or $900. I got it for a little bit less than that. I picked it up when I was working at another gun store. It just kind of came in. I'm not sure who ordered it, but as soon as I held it in my hand, I knew that, wow, I just had to have that because it's just got a really nice feel. It's got a rubber hoe grip and a little bit of a pain to break down, but it's not my first Kahr firearm. I have another one. I have a MK9, which is all stainless steel too, but it's a compact size, and I really like this one. This is kind of it's not real small, but it's not real big, so it's kind of the perfect little carry gun. As far as concealed carry, the rubber grip kind of grips. It'll kind of snag on a t-shirt a little bit, but like I say, I carry it in a shoulder rig, and it really, I've never really had any problems with it. The shoulder rig does kind of balance out. It's got a provision for a second mag, and so I carry the second mag. Now this is a single stack, so it's 7+1, and it's not a super high capacity, but it makes the gun thin. It is kind of heavy. Like I said, it's all stainless steel, and stainless steel has a little bit more density than regular carbon steel, and because of the chromium content, I believe, and it's just a denser steel. So, but it's a very fine shooting gun. It's what I would call a high quality gun. The trigger is kind of a long trigger pull. It's a double action. It's double action every shot, so it's a long trigger pull. And what I mean by double action is the trigger. You press the trigger back, and it actually loads the striker, and then releases it. So it's similar to a revolver. If you had say like a hammerless revolver that you were to shoot, in double action mode, it would feel very similar. It's a 5-pound trigger pull. The Elite comes with a beveled magwell, and it's polished a little bit nicer. It's just a little bit nicer gun. It does not have night sights on it or nothing, but a very, very, very high quality gun. It's definitely one of my go-tos. Now, I did shoot this today, and I was able to hit the target, the paper, most of the time, but the gun shoots very, very well. I'm just out of practice and haven't shot for a while. My dogs are busy playing, so time to get some gun cleaning done. See, now you're quiet, huh?